Hi, welcome back. If you're someone who loves planning or writing just like me, you're going to love this video. reMarkable just released new templates and workbooks, which I talked about in my previous video. I saw what they offer, so if you haven't checked it out, you can click on the video and here, one of these two corners, and I will also put the link down in the description box. But today, I want to take it a step further and show you exactly how I use my favorite templates in my daily life. It makes my planning more efficiently and more enjoyable. So let's dive in. The thing I'm most excited about is the 2025 planner. Before going digital, I love picking out fresh yearly planner, flipping through different designs, picking one that just felt right, and also making sure it's affordable. It was a little ritual I look forward at the end of each year. Since switching to reMarkable 2, I've been using its default templates for planning, especially the weekly planner. But there was one thing that always bothered me. I had to manually write down the dates every single week. It worked, but it wasn't as seamless as I wanted. For my daily planner, I decided to take matters into my own hands because I didn't really like any of the default templates. Instead of using the pre-made template, I designed one in Canva to better suit my needs and imported it into my reMarkable 2. I'll talk more about that later. Now let's break down the 2025 planner. I have imported the workbook to my reMarkable. It is very easy. I talked about it too in my last video. This workbook is divided into 4 sections: the yearly calendar, the monthly calendar, the weekly planner, and also the daily planner. Since I don't plan my days hour by hour, I'm going to remove this daily planner section. The monthly calendar is my go-to for making important events, travel plans, and any major tasks for the month. It gives me a bird's eye view without overwhelming me with little details. Then comes the weekly planner. I like to start planning my week on Sundays, setting a loose structure for the days ahead. I don't really map out every single task here, just the key things like meeting friends, restocking groceries, and shooting some A-rolls or B-rolls. One feature I really like is the ability to seamlessly switch to monthly or yearly view with just one click, and it's also easy to navigate back again. Having this structure makes planning effortless while keeping things flexible. With the new 2025 planner, it makes it easier to stay organized without the extra manual work. While I decide to remove the daily planner section from the 2025 calendar, I still need the space to organize my daily tasks. That's where the To Do 2025 workbook comes in. Instead of rigid hour-by-hour schedule, this setup gives me the flexibility I need. Similarly to the 2025 calendar, this workbook is also divided into 4 sections: calendar, monthly to-do list, weekly to-do list, and daily to-do list. Here, I will remove the weekly to-do list. Before, I designed my own daily planner template in Canva, breaking it down into 4 sections: important and urgent, important and not urgent, urgent and not important, and meeting or meetups. This method has worked well for me because it helps me prioritize tasks without getting overwhelmed. However, the writing down the day and day part manually and copy-pasting the pages are pretty dreading. Now that reMarkable offers this workbook, I will use this one instead. At the top, there's a top priority section. This is where I write down my top priority tasks of the day, the main thing I need to tackle. It's really my top priority, it's non-negotiable. For example, if it's a filming day, then the top priority section will be to shoot A-roll or B-rolls, or the top priority section can be upload YouTube video. Having this one clear focus helps me avoid feeling overwhelmed and ensures that I make real progress on important projects. Below that is the to-do section. This is where I break down the steps I need to complete my top priority, plus any other must-do tasks for the day. It could be things like edit thumbnails or write down video description. It's simple yet effective way to keep track of what needs to be done without overloading my day with too many tasks. And then there's my favorite part, the maybe or someday section. This is for tasks that aren't urgent, but would be nice to get done if I have the extra time. Things like organizing digital files, brainstorming new content ideas, or just researching about a product I'm interested to buy. I love this section because it keeps tasks on my radar but without pressuring me to do everything immediately. The best part is I don't have to write the day and date manually like I used to do in my old template. It's such a small thing, but it just makes my planning smoother and more effortless. Beyond daily planning, I also like to take time to reflect, whether it's my daily gratitude, my monthly reflection, or even my yearly review. That's why I was so excited to see the 2025 reviews workbook. It feels like a perfect blend of my daily gratitude and also my monthly routine, my monthly reflection routine. I used to track my monthly reviews in Notion, but I got too busy at some point and stopped doing that. Before, in my Notion, my monthly review was my way of pausing and looking back. I would reflect on how the month went overall, highlight memorable moments, jot down lessons learned or new discoveries, and list any favorite items or books or movies. I also take a moment to reflect on my relationship with my then boyfriend, what worked well, what could have been better, and the things I truly appreciated about him. It's a chance to acknowledge the lesson learned and the qualities that made the relationship meaningful. Then every January, I'd go through my past reflection to do detailed yearly review. It's such a valuable ritual, but somehow along the way, I got out of the habit. This workbook is a great reminder to bring it back. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see how I approach my yearly review. Alongside monthly reflections, I also created my own daily gratitude template and used it in reMarkable. I tried to fill it every morning and night, but honestly, I wasn't always consistent. Now with this 2025 reviews workbook, I have dedicated space for daily gratitude again. Having it right there in my reMarkable, integrated with my planning system, makes it much easier to stay consistent. Let's hope I do stay consistent. And beyond daily and monthly reflections, there's even a weekly reflection template. I love this because sometimes a month feels too long to wait, but a day feels too short. A weekly check-ins is just right to course correct, celebrate wins, and set a better tone for next week ahead. Bringing back these habits like my daily gratitude, my weekly check-ins, and my monthly reviews feels like a small but meaningful way to stay mindful and intentional throughout the year. While I love planning and reflecting, one thing I haven't fully committed to is bullet journaling. I've been curious about it for a while. When I really looked into it again in reMarkable methods, I realized that many of its core elements like planning, goal setting, habit tracking, and self-reflections are things I already incorporate into my routine in other ways. Adding a full bullet journal on top of everything else will feel a little redundant right now. That said, there's this one section from Bullet Journal Workbook that I will carve out and use it as my year at glance. I tried something similar in 2023 after seeing Ali Abdul talk about it. Back then, I used a Google Sheet to track my big picture events throughout the year. Instead of mapping out what's coming up for the year ahead, which is the original intention, I used mine as a way to look back. It became a bird's eye view of my year, tracking my travels, meetups with friends, and highlight moments. Now, instead of keeping this in Google Sheets, I love the idea of having it right inside my reMarkable too, where all my other planning and journaling happens. This way, I can quickly glance back at what I did each month and see how my year unfolded. So while I might not fully dive into bullet journaling yet, this section of your glance is a simple yet powerful tool to capture all my life's highlights in one place. So that's how I'm integrating my favorite templates and workbooks from reMarkable methods into my daily life, from planning my days to staying consistent with reflections and also using one part of the bullet journaling to capture memories. I love how these workbooks simplify my workflow and help me stay intentional and keeping everything all in one place. Honestly, I'm still experimenting. Who knows, in a few months, I might tweak my system again and even give bullet journaling a real shot. If you like this video, kindly show it by hitting the like button and please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me and it inspires me to create more content in the future. Thank you so much for staying until the end and I will see you on my next video. Bye now. Having this structure makes planning effortless while keeping things flexible. Bing. Keeping. Please capture my life.